Hi, in this video we're going to talk about fruit. Here I have an apple tree and I have an orange object. I would like to distribute the orange over the tree to create the effect of fruit hanging off the branches. Let's examine the orange first. The orange has the center placed at the tip of the stem over here, because this is going to be the point of attachment of the fruit to the branch. If the center was there, then the fruit will attach from this position here. The size of the fruit is irrelevant because we're going to change the size in the fruit UI later on. The first thing I need to do is check fruit on and take the orange and drag it down to the fruit object list. By default, I see that the fruit are attached properly, but the problem, first of all, is the size. Now I can take this and scale it up and down, or I can just reduce the size from the fruit size parameter. I'm going to hide the leaves for now just to see how the fruit are oriented. If I look at the fruit, I see that it has the orientation of the branch. So depending on the orientation of the branch, the fruit is going to point in this direction. I would like the fruit to hang downwards regardless of the orientation of the branch. For this, it's very easy. All I have to do is go down to verticalize under fruit orientation and increase the verticalize value. If I set it all the way up to 1, then the fruit is going to be perfectly vertical. If I want to change the distribution of the fruit over the tree, all I have to do is change the random seed. This random seed only affects the fruit and not the whole tree. If I do, however, go over here and randomize the tree, then the tree is going to change without changing the fruit distribution. The fruit grow parameter will grow the fruits on the tree like so. I can increase the count or decrease it. The default is 10. I'm going to set the verticalized value back to 0 to talk about the offset parameter. If you zoom over here and we increase the offset value, then the fruit is going to go in and out along its direction, in and out of the branch. If I wanted to go vertically up and down, I would check vertical. This will make it go up and down regardless of its own orientation. If I do, however, verticalize the fruit, it's also going to go up and down. We have seen the size parameter. The next thing we can change is the size randomization, and this will give every fruit a slightly different size than the other one. This also depends on the random seed that I have over here. The last two parameters, the rotation and the randomized rotation, have to do with the orientation, global orientation of the fruit. So if I increase the X rotation, all the fruit are going to have their X rotation changed. The reason that we have this parameter is sometimes the fruit that you add is going to have the wrong orientation. It would need to be rotated 90 degrees in either X, Y, or Z. So this is why you have these parameters here. Of course, rotating along the Y-axis will not be very visible in case of a spherical object. You can also randomize the rotation to give every fruit object a slightly different orientation than the vertical one. The last thing I want to point out is that the fruit is also affected by the wind because the fruit is following the orientation of the branch, and when the branch deforms, the fruit is going to deform as well. So I'm going to go to branch level 1 and I'm going to reduce the count say to 8 and check the wind to be on, and whenever I press play I will see that the branches are deformed along with the fruits. If I increase the speed of the wind and the multiplier, then I see that the fruit is also affected. So this is it for the fruit section of Forester.